All right, welcome to today's class. We are just going to do a quick overview of the basics, going back to the basics of essential oils, just the kind of common things you need to know about them and how to use them and how to implement them. So to start today's class, I want to ask you a question. What would you like to address for your health? There's so many different areas of our lives that we can support by using an essential oil. Plants in general are an incredible resource for us. And the potency and the use of essential oils is incredible. You can struggle with head tension, maybe tummy discomfort, a restful night's sleep. And maybe you want to improve your home environment, your body discomfort, and if you're constantly feeling under the weather. What are some things that you struggle with that you might want to address? You can put that in the comments if you want. You can just kind of ponder on that question, and we're going to dive in to our class. First up, let's talk about the agenda really fast of how we're going to display this class. We're going to talk about the why I do this, why I'm here, how to implement this in your home, some safety, dilution, how to use them, the oils, and then the top 10 oils that I recommend and that are the most versatile and common and their uses. And then at the end, stay tuned because I do have a code for you to get a free gift for new customers and new enrollments. So let's talk about my why. Why did I choose doTERRA? Why am I here? I have been doing doTERRA for, I've been selling for about a year and a half. Doing the business for about a year and a half, and probably 2 or 3 years of using doTERRA products. And then kind of sporadically here and there with like friends would let me borrow it in years previous to that. And, you know, the Deep Blue or the On Guard were the most common ones that I would see that people would share with me. When I was first really diving into doTERRA and I chose a kit, I started with the Healthy Start Kit, which is our simple, like little budget-friendly kit that kind of lets you dabble in your oils and get a good understanding and a use for them. And I chose to do this kit for a couple of reasons, but I remember being in the thick of feeling unwell. My kids were always bringing stuff home. We were always catching something and we were always feeling under the weather. And it would be like a week of feeling like yuck. And then we'd get feeling better. And then we'd be down again. And it was just like a repetitive process with maybe no more than a 2-week break. And it just kept going and going. And I was so tired of it. And I was like, we need a solution. What is going to help support our bodies and our family so that we're not constantly feeling unwell? And this cute little girl, Eden Lee, I followed her on social media, and she was with her family in Hawaii, and she would just share about these oils that she would put on her kids and how it was helping their bodies. And I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm diving in. Give me that. It actually took me a couple months of following her and seeing her do this before I was like diving in. But I did. I reached out to her and I was like, give me this kit. How do I get this? And so she helped me, and that kind of dove me into where I am today. It took about 8 months for me to start the business, but I was constantly sharing about what I do and how I use these oils. So why not implement them and create a life to help our family? So that was the biggest thing, is like taking my family's healthcare and their care into our own hands. We wanted to find simpler ways to lower our toxin load in the home. This was honestly something that came after the fact. Like I said, I really focused on the body support and feeling well. And that's really what got me started. But then we started implementing and researching and realizing how many things in our home really do affect how we're feeling, down to head discomfort, down to breathing properly and seasonal threats and things like that. It was really something that caught my eye, and I started going through different things in our home and replacing them with healthier options. And I'm not perfect. I'm very balanced in this sense. So we still have things that are toxic in our home. I just choose to live that way. But I really, really tried to limit the toxins. I tried to take out the things that I really know are going to affect us the most. Right at the bottom there, I put candle replacements. That is a huge one. The things that are the chemicals and the properties that are in candles are very harmful to our bodies. And so diffusing is an amazing alternative to that. And actually supports our bodies. And then other than the use of these oils, for me as a mom, it helped me feel empowered. It helped me have a quick and efficient way to support my kids and their bodies and myself and my husband and my friends. And so isn't it amazing that I'm like, okay, it's bedtime. I'm going to reach for my lavender touch and I'm going to roll that on their feet because we're going to help improve and help them have a better night's sleep. And the other option that really caught my eye is about, let's say I started the business 8 months in. So maybe like 10 or 11 months into having my oils in my home consistently. I took a class from Amanda Porter, which I'm going to actually be hosting a class this Wednesday. So come to that if you're available, because learning from her is incredible. But she taught me the use of essential oils in regards to aromatherapy, in regards to supporting our emotions. And that led me to being an essential emotions coach, which I am right now. So that's kind of my why. I love these products. I use them every single day and I implement them into my home. So how are you going to implement them into your home? I found a quote that says essential oils are an investment to your physical and mental wellness. And I couldn't stand behind that more. It truly, for me, I have my own testament of each of these oils and how they have helped us. And I know so many women in my community feel the same. For you, implementing them into your home does not have to be something that's like, you got to get everything right up front. Now, if you want to, feel free, but you don't have to. You can implement these oils and these natural products from doTERRA into your home slowly. They can be budget friendly. This can be something that you can do slowly, in the sense of, I just want 1 or 2 oils. Budget friendly being starting with that smaller kit and then slowly getting more as time goes on, as you find your curiosity, as you figure out your ailments in your life that you're like, actually, I want to see if I have an oil that's going to support this, right? One thing that we do as a community, that I do, is provide you with guides and resources. I am a constant resource to you when you are part of my community and you are one of my customers. I don't want your oils to go to waste. I don't want you to feel like they're overwhelming and you never use them. I have tons of oils, and there are some that honestly still sit on the shelf and don't get as much use, but I do use every single one of them at some point throughout the month or throughout the year. Just depends on what it is. And then just, again, that starting simple. Just start with the basic 10 oils. Start with a basic citrus kit or a forest kit. We have Rescent Your Home kits that just kind of get you to introduce oils into your home to replace those toxic candles or those scents in your home that are really harmful, and just starting you simple. If you're not one to want to like apply it onto your body yet because you're a little bit nervous and you're not ready, that's okay. Just bring them into your home and you will see a difference. Let's talk really quick about safety. So while essential oils are safe for children, and I use them on my kids from when they're infants on, they are still very potent, and some oils are hotter than others. And that just means that you're going to need to dilute them. And I do encourage diluting the oil no matter what when you are applying it topically, just because it helps further drive your oil into your skin and get it into the bloodstream, which is what you want when you are using oils to support your body. But just use caution and just keep them out of reach of children. I'm not perfect in this sense either. I have my little daughter who gets into my oils. She loves them. She likes to put them on her feet and on her chest and things like that. But even that, if you're not careful, she'll reach down and touch your feet, and then she'll touch your eyes. And that's a burning sensation. If that does happen, water and oil do not mix. I highly recommend just reaching for like the water and the essential oil don't mix. Reaching for like a fractionated coconut oil and really putting that in the eye and kind of rubbing that around and diluting that way. Milk is another great option. I've had to do that before. Poor thing, I've had to hold her little head down and pour some milk in her eyes, but it does help. And I'm not as concerned as of if she gets something like that in her eye than I am if she goes and gets, bleach, a hold of bleach, if she gets a hold of, off the shelf cleaners that are just pure, who knows what's in them. I know what's going in my products when I use cleaners because I've created my own. So I just feel safer knowing that there's pure essential oils from doTERRA in them. When you are applying or have them out, avoid your eyes, ears, and nose. And just a little tidbit, kind of fun fact, that if you are applying citrus oils topically, like maybe as a perfume, just avoid direct sunlight right after applying because it can kind of hurt the skin that way. My favorite thing to teach children is that essential oils are tools, not toys. So, because we have the kids collection too, which are pre-diluted little kids rollers. They're specifically made for kids. And my kids have a hold of them all the time. And I'm totally comfortable with that. But they know that they reach for them to support themselves, not to play around. This is a fun little dilution guide. This is from Veronica. She's actually on the call right now. So thank you, Veronica, for this. This one helps you know how to make your own rollers. It's kind of a good idea of when to dilute to and how to dilute. So for roller bottles, when creating your own, you're going to want to use like 1 to 5 drops of the essential oil for infant to 1-year-old. So newborn to 1-year-old. 1 to 5 is going to be 5 to 10 drops of the oil in a 10 milliliter bottle. 6 to 11 is 10 to 20. And then 12 and up to like us now is going to be 20 to 35. You're going to put these essential oils in your roller bottle and you're going to dilute it with fractionated coconut oil to fill it like the rest of the way. If you're applying topically, my rule of thumb is just probably like a tablespoon to a drop when it comes to babies of carrier oil to 1 drop of essential oil. And then I just personally gauge how much I'm using of a fractionated coconut oil to dilute my essential oils when it comes to my older kids and myself. If you have a child that you're applying essential oils to and they're like, oh, mommy, that hurts, or that's hot or whatever, peppermint, oregano, any of those hotter oils, just add some more of your carrier oil, your fractionated coconut oil or your jojoba oil or anything like that. And it's just going to help dilute it further and take away that maybe burning sensation or that discomfort that they're feeling. Okay, so there's 3 ways to use essential oils. That's diffusing, topical use, and internal use. When you diffuse, I like to use like 8 to 10 drops in my standard big rooms of essential oil. And I just I put that into the diffuser and top it off to the line with water. And there's different diffusers to use. The ones I use from doTERRA have timers on them. So I can set them to go off every 5 minutes and then stop. I can have them go for 8 hours, 2 hours, whatever it is. I just decide really what my mood is for that. When I put my children to sleep, they have diffusers in their rooms. I do not do more than 3 hours in their rooms because 1, they're very small rooms. And 2, I just feel like a little bit goes a long way. And it's really just to help them get into a good restful night's sleep. And they don't need that constant diffuser going. That being said, if they are feeling unwell, if they're struggling to breathe at night, if they're just kind of mucusy and yucky, then I will use the bigger diffuser. I have this like humidifier diffuser from doTERRA. It's incredible. And that one I'll have consistently going at night, but I just have it at a low setting. And then if needs be, if I feel like the essential oils are too strong in their room, I'll crack their door open and just let airflow. That's the best way to do it, especially if you have like pets and stuff and they're kind of you can see their reaction of being irritated by maybe a smell that they're smelling from the diffuser. Just make sure that they have a way to walk away. And don't lock them or barricade them in a room that's stuck with the diffuser going. But 9 times out of 10, you'll be just fine and it won't irritate anybody. Topical use, again, just apply that carrier oil first, dilute it, and then apply it to your areas of your concern or your pulse points. So if you're struggling with discomfort and you're using things like deep blue or lavender or tea tree or things like that, you can apply it to where you are feeling discomfort or you need to apply it. Generally, a lot of these oils we can just apply to the bottoms of our feet, which have the biggest pores in our body, are going to help absorb it the fastest, or your pulse points. And then internal use for doTERRA, they're specifically written on the bottle. There's a supplement fact box. If that's there, you can take it internally. If it's not there and there's just an ingredient list, you cannot take it internally. For the ones that you can either drop them under the tongue, you can add them in water, you can add them to a veggie capsule, however you feel comfortable taking them internally. I recommend the hotter oils, adding them to a veggie capsule and just taking that internally. That's just my preference, because I don't like tasting things that are spicy like that, because like I said, they're very, very potent. Okay, let's just go really quick over the top 10 essential oils. These are the most common oils. You're going to find them in our main kits, and I'll share with you in just a second the Healthy Start Kit and the Home Essentials Kit. Hold on, honey. So lemon is a cleansing oil. It's great for cleaning, freshening the air, and internal detox. On Guard is doTERRA's protective blend. It's going to help keep our bodies strong. And if we do happen to fall under the weather, it quickens the recovery time and helps clean out the gunk that you've caught. And then Breathe is incredible. We've been using it all week, in fact, because certain family members are feeling a little bit unwell and struggling to have good open airways, and they're barking, if you know what I mean. So Breathe is going to help open those lungs and allow air to flow freely. This is particularly great if you are, again, barking like a seal or have that heavy chest. It's just going to encourage open airways. Lavender is amazing for soothing. I like to think of anything red. So anything on the skin that might be red, too much sunshine in the summer, taking the edge off with a soothing sensation. Lavender is incredible for that. Restful night sleep. I mentioned that at the beginning. Rolling lavender on, even diffusing lavender, is an incredible, calming, restful oil to use. Digestin is incredible for our tummies. I'm talking tummies for my newborn, tummies for my grandpa, tummies for me, like anybody who's struggling with discomfort in that area of your body. Digestin is amazing. You can take this one internally. You can rub it on topically. I don't think I've ever diffused Digestin, but I'm assuming you can. I don't know. It's more for me one that I would apply topically. If you're someone who like walks out of a restaurant and immediately unbuttons your pants, you're going to want this on hand. Any tummy discomfort for your kids, even the ones, like they said, those infants that are in the backseat screaming because their milk didn't sit well, and now he's stinking up the whole car with a bubbly belly. Go ahead and apply that diluted Digestin on the belly, and that is going to help soothe and comfort and allow for more comfort in that area. And then the next one is frankincense. So frankincense is the king of all oils. It's restorative, it's regenerative, it does it all. It's amazing for the skin. It's also renewing and aids in areas of the body that are tingly or swelling or tender. Any discomfort, that's an incredible resource. I like to pair it with deep blue, we'll talk about in just a second. Peppermint is cooling. If you have head discomfort, this is an incredible tool. Anyone who gets like a little queasy on long rides, just take a whiff of it and apply that to like ease the need to maybe upchuck. That sounds so gross, but it's totally true. Like I have a little guy who sits in the back seat, the very back of my 3-row car, and we'll be on long trips. He's like, Mom, I don't feel so good, so we'll give him peppermint. There's also a kids version from the kids collection called Tamer. He really likes to rub that one on his belly and inhale that one. But if your body's also feeling maybe, what's the matter? If your body's feeling hot, maybe from feeling unwell, you can help lower the heat of your overall body and cool the body down using peppermint. Next one is oregano. Oregano is our powerhouse oil. If you do feel unwell, this is going to pull all the gunk out of your body. Make sure that this oil is diluted because it is very, very hot. You do not want to apply this one topically. I wouldn't even take this one internally without putting it in a veggie capsule, but don't apply it topically without diluting it. Tea tree is a resolving oil. Again, those ouchies that kids experience, That's a great one to apply there, maybe combined with a lavender for soothing. It's cleansing and it has many topical purifying qualities. So applying it topically to areas of concern is great resource. And then again, that deep blue, this is nature's icy hot. Any discomfort, I use this for everything. doTERRA has a couple different variations of this, but the deep blue oil is incredible. Dilute it and rub it on your areas of concern, the areas that you're struggling with the most. And so these are the top 10 oils. They are the most versatile. They come in these two kits right here, the Healthy Star Kit and the Home Essentials Kit. The difference between these two kits is the Healthy Star Kit, like I said, is a little bit more on the budget-friendly end in the sense that it's a little bit cheaper. It is 5 milliliter bottles. So they're the smaller bottles. You're going to get the same exact oils in each kit, just different sizes. The Healthy Start Kit comes with the Pebble diffuser. And with my code, I'll share in just a second, you can get free shipping and a free lavender touch. And then the other one is the Home Essentials Kit. This is the bigger kit, again, with those same 10 oils. The only thing, the deep blue is a 5 milliliter, but the rest of them are 15 milliliter bottles. These are big bottles that are going to last you a long, long time. And then you get the little loose diffuser with this. With my code, you'll get that lavender touch and free shipping. You will also get a free gift from doTERRA to choose from. That's the Pebble diffuser. There's the toothpaste bundle. There's 2 toothpastes in the bundle, or there's a foaming hand soap and dispenser. I personally would choose the Pebble diffuser because who doesn't want one more diffuser in their stock, right? And then you'll also get a citrus bliss for free. So lots of free products to come with the Home Essentials collection. Now, if you are interested in either of these, just reach out to me. You can scan those QR codes. I'll share here's the code for you to apply at checkout. Gives you those discounts. Don't check out without using those because you will regret it and you're not going to get your free product. If you have any other questions about the product, about all of these oils, just message me and let's chat. I really do believe that these 10 are the perfect to start with. There's so many uses for each of them. And so you can even mix and match for diffuser recipes. You can mix and match and make what we call a flute roller, which is our immunity body support roller. So lots of options, great kit to start with. Message me if you would like any further help